Good day, ladies and gentlemen, and everyone in between. You know what's funny but also kind of embarrassing? And funny and embarrassing? Buying something online and then immediately forgetting that you did that. Why? Because it's like a fun little surprise you get in the mail and you're ultimately happy that you got it. But then you're like, oh right, I spent money and then I forgot about it. And that's what today's episode is all about. I ordered another Transformer and then immediately forgot that I did that until the day it arrived. Probably because it was a bit of a spur-of-the-moment purchase, and I'll explain why I did it in just a moment. Will it be lame, or will it be awesome? Today, in real time, let's figure it out. So the figure I ordered is the newer version of Brainstorm from the Headmasters series. It's not from Titan's Return, but it looks like it uses the same kind of body molds as that does. Oh, Takara Tomy. Oh, Hasbro. I saw it on a Facebook post, and I thought it looked pretty cool, honestly. And the Titan's Return line did have a lot of really solid figures, so there's not really much wrong with reusing a mold like that. Hasbro and Takara Tomy have made most of their money off of reusing molds. And personally, if I'm being totally honest, I'm kind of a sucker for reused molds. Even though I knew which character Brainstorm is, I saw the picture of this figure on Facebook and I hope you'll forgive me for this, it looked kind of like a fembot to me? That happens a lot. I'm so desperate for female Transformers that I'll sometimes transition some that aren't actually female characters but look feminine to me. Oh my god. Anyway, let's get to the unboxing. All I know about Brainstorm is he's from the Headmasters series. I didn't watch the Headmasters series, I'm just aware of it. And I know about references in other parts of the franchise. Let's see how this figure rates on the awesome scale. Quick reminder that the awesome scale goes from 1 to 5, with 1 being the worst at lame and 5 being the best at awesome. So here we go. Here we go. Here's the box. Kind of pre-opened because, again, I completely forgot about ordering this thing, so I just went ahead and ordered it, opened it up to see what it was, and well, alright, that thing that I got. Taking out the padding. Nope. It's right on in there. Here's the packaging. Very 80s evocative. Very 80s style. John Watts, I think is the name of the artist. Here's the background art. Very, very 80s comic style. It's got some specs on there for the character. Wow. Definitely the first time I've gotten such an 80s style packaged character. They say he's a biochemical engineer. Oh no, sorry. Biomechanical engineer. Alright, so I guess he could technically do the, make prosthetics and stuff. He'd be the one putting, robot parts in, I guess. Got a bunch of neat, graphics on the side. See, honestly, look at that picture. Tell me that character doesn't look a little feminine to you. Those luscious lips. I'm just saying, but then again, I'm desperate, so... Oh, interesting. Because it's an Autobot, it's got this. It says, Heroic Autobot on it. Makes me wonder what Decepticons are called. Anyway, let's get this puppy open. Will I keep this box? I don't know, maybe. Just for novelty of it. Did I get a character I like better? I might. I don't know. There we go. There's the instructions, disclaimer. I'm gonna see if I can do this without the instructions at first because, yeah. I'm looking at it and it already looks like a remold of the Titans Return version of Blur and Nautica, and even the Titans Return version of the same character, Brainstorm. I didn't get that one, but this is basically the same thing. I think just a different color. Maybe more accurate to the show, I don't know. Again, I know nothing about I know very, very little about the Headmasters series. All I know is from Phelis's review of it. There we go. Nice and clean. He's definitely longer than the other two, that's for sure. Same exact gun. Same gun. Here, let me show you. This is Nautica's gun. Same gun. Same mold. So I guess this will technically be my third character of that body mold. Because again, I am a sucker for body molds. It's more like I'm a sucker for having a lot of characters, regardless of body mold. Here's his Headmaster. I don't remember if the head... They didn't say anything about his head having a separate name here. I'm sure he does in Titans Return, because everybody had a different character for their head in Titans Return. Hello, guy. Since he doesn't have a separate head, I'll just do what I do with all my other Headmaster characters and say that this is just a Brainstorm, but mini-sized. And there's his head. You know, you could look at this. I'll include a more detailed picture. I'm saying you could look at this and say it could go either way. He's pretty non-binary looking, actually. Kind of androgynous, come to think of it. You could look at this and say male, and then it'll look male. But if you look at it another way and say female, it'll look female. That's the impression I'm getting. Paint's really different. This is like an older style of paint. It's not very enameled. And then here's the body. Same paint style, same plastic paint style as the head. Yeah, this is the same kind of mold, just with a few extra appendages to him. See, so it's like a Cybertronian plane gliding style. Blur and Nautica have the same form. This is where he'd be going in his head independence mode. So he's in the cockpit. Or he's got wheels on the bottom, but he's only got 3 wheels. So if you put him on a surface, there's just enough space between the vehicle and the ground for it to kind of look like it's hovering. Seems to go okay. The wheels are tiny, very small, and they're glossy plastic, so they don't get much grip on this kind of surface. But it works. It's the same kind. I do like the design of this alternate mode. It's like, is it a plane? Is it a speeder? I don't know. This part, the front part has a different kind of plastic than the back. This color scheme and this mold makes me think Star Wars, like specifically Gen 1 Star Wars. It's kind of neat. So let's transform him. And there we go. Real simple. Literally the exact same transformation as Blur and Nautica. So I didn't even need to look at the instructions for it. So again, body mold simp. There's his blaster. 80s style blaster, looks just like a gun he can hold. He looks the most complex out of the 3 of this mold that I have, but again, he's not complex when you make him. When you actually transform him, it's real straightforward. He's got hinge knee joints, ball and socket hip joints, a little bit of articulation in the torso. His hips turn back and forth a little bit. Regular hinge elbow joint, and he's got a peg joint, so his wrists rotate, which is nice. And his head, well, he's got 2 points. He's got a peg joint to move his arms up and down, and then he's got a hinge joint for his shoulder, for his lateral shoulder movement. And then his head, because you saw what it's a Headmaster, so it's got just a peg that goes in there, so it can go side to side and a little bit up and down, but it's mostly meant to just stick in there. So yeah, he moves nice. His joints are all solidly attached. It's not too loose, not too tight. There's no creaking. He'd probably hold poses pretty well. His center of gravity seems to be... You'd think it was this, but this is actually hollow, so it doesn't cause a whole lot of drag behind. His center of gravity is situated in his torso. So he stands up nice. His feet, he's got a lot of support, even though he's got heel feet. He's got toe balance. Yeah, it works. I like his color scheme. I like this shade of blue-green. It's real nice. I'm still gonna say he looks, they look androgynous. This is probably one of the few characters I could definitively say could be gender fluid. Go either way, could go male or female. I wouldn't say agender like Whirl, because there's definitely something going on here. He's got broad shoulders and a narrow waist, but I don't know, something about him just rings sort of feminine, so I'm gonna say he's gender fluid. I have no idea what Brainstorm sounded like in the show, so I wouldn't know what voice actor to impersonate. Maybe I could listen to it at some point, listen to a clip from Headmasters. I'm sure there's one out there. Looking at it, I'd probably, just on first impression, probably be kind of laid back, kind of neutral, you know. Let me think about this for a second. We need to think of a plan, guys. But we really need to use our heads. We're gonna need stealth, but we're gonna need a good amount of aggression too. You know, something kind of neutral. As neutral as you can do. Everything about this character just rings neutral to me. I don't know what else to say. So as far as the awesome scale goes, I'm gonna rate for transformations real simple, but real standard Titans Return, reused everything. But it's got a good vehicle mode. I'm a big fan of this vehicle mode, quite honestly, because it's so Gen 1 Star Wars. And again, I don't know why this rings so neutral to me, but he just does, and it's an interesting character, honestly. Even though I know literally nothing about this character from the media he came from, kind of frees up the imagination a bit more, you know? So overall, pretty nice deluxe class style Titans Return I mean, obviously it's not Titans Return, but I'm just gonna say Titans Return because that's what it is, basically. I'm gonna give this guy a solid 4 out of 5. He's a cool. Definitely. He, she, they, whatever I'm in the mood for, honestly. I might lean towards femme, just so that I have more femme characters. But yeah, I'm gonna give Brainstorm from this, whatever line of, from the Transformers franchise this is, Titan Return Remold, I'm gonna give Brainstorm a solid 4 out of 5. A cool out of awesome. So that's Brainstorm. What an interesting, a spur of the moment order of something that was pretty cheap off of, I can't even remember what website I got him from. eBay? Amazon? Wasn't TF Source this time. Neutral is what I would call this character. The epitome of neutrality. And yet, good artwork, good design, solid figure. So, worth the money? Yeah, probably. Next time I'll be doing another unboxing video for a character I ordered loose leaf used off of Amazon, and it'll be another Femme Decepticon. Alright, and it's a character that I have a long history with, in that I heard of her once, a long time ago, and I've been searching for an action figure of her ever since, and I finally found one. And it was fairly cheap. Will she be lame? Or will she be awesome? Next time, in real time, we'll figure it out. Thank you all so much for watching today's unboxing video. If you like this video, please be sure to give it a like. If you want to see more videos from this channel, please be sure to hit subscribe and click the bell icon so that you'll know when more videos from this channel are coming out. If you want to say anything about the video or share your thoughts, please add a comment in the comment section down below. If you want more people to see this video, please give it a share. If you want to see more content from me, please follow me on Instagram, DeviantArt, Facebook, and, if we get enough followers, Twitter, all of which are Swampling Lover with an LVR. My question for you today is kind of a big one. Who's your favorite character from an IP or franchise to gender bend? Do you even like that kind of thing? Or perhaps a character you wish wasn't gendered so much? That's something I can certainly relate to. Please comment your answer in the comment section down below. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you all next time. Ciao, Bellas.